So glad we're just back in the saddle.
I try to be consistent, is what I'm saying.
By the way, those sounded kind of low on my end. Are they coming up okay on you?
Oh, no, yeah, hang on, let me turn that up. Okay. How about now?
I can't tell with that one. Try the wallet's gone.
My wallet's gone!
No, it's about the same.
Yeah, I didn't move it. How about now?
My wallet's gone!
Yes.
My wallet's gone!
How about this one?
You're a cashier!
Yep, better.
How about this one?
I would not want to be with you physically.
There are characters on Nintendo.
How about this one?
I would not want to be with you physically.
Ouch!
Are we done?
How about this one?
Hi everybody, it is No More Whoppers, the best show you've ever heard. My name is Ray Barnholt, built Ford Tough, and with me as always, still refusing to read anything but young adult novels, Alex Frioli.
Wait, hang on. It's frustrating to me that I can't pull one adult novel because I had to take an adult young adult literature course in college as part of my requirements.
Really?
Oh, I mean,
this.
No, I don't want to pull an obvious one like Hunger Games because everyone's expecting that, Ray.
Yeah, no, I just want to hear about this class.
Oh, it was you had to read one young adult novel a week and then write up a thing about it, and I know it's
write a paper saying like, oh, these kids are stupid.
No,
I'm glad I'm an adult now in college.
No, okay. What do you mean these kids?
The kids and I don't know the books because it's young adults and.
I know it gets annoying that every other story, involves me saying, my girlfriend! But at the time, my ex-girlfriend really was reading some of those books and helping me write those papers. She was a big help with that.
All right.
So, shout out to you, Pseudonym Chan.
What?
I just gave her a fake name. Shut up. You want me to fly off the handle again?
Well, I thought you were going to anyway.
Well, no, I can't. The momentum's gone.
All right, okay, let's just drop it.
Okay.
We're back to the show. It's
Welcome.
No More Whoppers. We've returned from Homeland Week, and we're back also from that special with talking to your dad.
That's right.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to him about stuff.
I'm sure listeners liked it too, even though we have no idea what they thought yet.
I hope they did like
early.
it. I apologize if I seemed kind of quiet during that, because it was the day before I went to visit you, and I had a little bit of that travel anxiety setting in. I wish we had done the interview when I had got there, but what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Next summer.
I don't think it's a big deal. So you're overthinking it again. You were worried about being on the other podcast. Now you're worried about being too quiet on the one with
all right, dad. Okay, shut up. All right, I'm not overthinking
it's about
now.
Interviewing your dad.
Okay, now you won't let it drop. You won't let it drop, okay? Let it drop. Point is, I'm back in Japan.
There it is.
Can you hear that? I'm getting really good at that shit.
Yeah.
Folks, youtube.com/Shamisen Alex. I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's gonna be like how now all the kids, like all the girls, are playing ukulele on YouTube. Now it's gonna be dudes playing shamisen.
Yes, exactly.
That's gonna be the next thing. I called it here.
All right, go right ahead.
All right.
I can't wait to see if you're right.
I'll be right.
But yeah, Alex, you did go back to Japan, and how was your trip back?
It was good.
Let's call this the Homeland Week Epilogue.
Okay.
What happened on your plane ride back? Anything important of note?
Not really. I was stuck between. I was in the middle of a row. There were 4 seats.
Oh, again, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and on the left it was a mom, and then a little boy, a little son, and then me, and then the dad. So, for 12 hours, I just joined this Japanese family. It was kind of weird. I felt kind of uncomfortable.
Tonari no Alex.
Yes, and I think the kid was sick or air sick or something because he kept going to the lavatory with his mom, and there was a distinct vomity smell.
Oh dear!
I think some farting went on. I'm not. Yeah, I can't endorse that.
Yeah, that's not That's not great.
No.
I don't think anybody wants to hear about that.
But you know what? I can't judge him.
He's a little kid.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so good to have my soundboard back.
Is it just me or are they a little low today? Is it just because I can...
I turn it... Wow.
What, do you have to turn them all up?
That's turned all the way up. I can't... Hang on, let me try this.
He's a little kid.
I think that was better.
That's maxed. But then I can't do that because then all my other ones are too loud. Right? I mean, listen to this.
Put that coffee down.
That was loud, right?
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
How about this?
More teens are having fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about this?
Did you bring back...
What?
Did you bring back all the hits?
Yes, I did. And more.
Get your ass to boss.
God damn it.
And more. No, wait.
I didn't bring much.
Okay.
Although I must say,
table.
Alex, this is the end of this is after the Homeland Week, and I think this is a nice next stage for No More Whoppers. And so, with that, I would like to bring something up.
Okay.
And I'd like to say, I played a lot of drops where they were kind of mocking of you
Yes.
and your ethnicity.
And
I know that you played along with some of them, but maybe you didn't like all of them. And maybe some other people who listen to the show who are Italian maybe felt offended by it. But I just wanted to say, starting this week on No More Whoppers, and as far as the Italian drops go, I'm ratcheting it up.
Hey, paisanos!
that's my tears, Ray. I'm drowning in my tears. You know what? I can't complain. Because if it's anything from Mario, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, I'm fine with that. Okay?
Right.
Don't worry about it.
But not the Mario Brothers movie?
Two burly plumbers.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, is that from the movie?
It's from the movie story cassette, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Smoo had a Batman story cassette.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember his...
I just love how you pulled that instantly. That's instantly made you...
Because it's my only real experience with those story cassettes. He also had one called Incognito Mosquito, voiced by Don Adams, which was awesome. Anyway, he had this Batman cassette, and there was a scene in the cassette. It's this in-depth description of a car bomb exploding, and we would rewind the tape to that spot, and then we would press play on the thing, and then hold it up to the heat vent in his room, which went directly over into his sister's room, and just and do that repeatedly.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So the kind of things that boys do.
Yeah, sort of like an early drop, like you guys were doing that.
Yes,
sort of thing.
yes.
Koopa straps Toad into a chair.
That's
Thanks.
also descriptive. That's very descriptive.
Yes. Oh boy,
I'm still laughing now. Quickly, you
it's fine. It's fine. I love you.
God,
Don't worry about it.
it's fine.
All right. So what do we have on deck for this episode?
Nothing.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Well, then I got to get some Pringle news out of the way. You ready for this?
Yes, please.
This is neat to know.
All right.
All right, folks. 2 new Pringle flavors in Japan.
Yes.
Soy
Alex.
Soy Alex. Mysteriously tastes kind of gamey.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, no, American Caesar salad, which is delicious. Okay, I like this for 2 reasons. A, it's delicious. B, it may be the first time in Japanese snack marketing that I've seen them not go the easy route with a quote-unquote American flavor.
American burger.
American burger, American French fries. It's American Caesar salad, which I find quite nice, even though, Caesar salad is in its own right fattening, Ray.
Yeah. I don't think
Look at
that
you.
matters if you're making Pringles.
No, it's true. And they're delicious, by the way.
I think they've just ran out of American-born dishes.
No, you know
To
what?
make
I'm
flavors
glad.
out of
I'm
it.
glad they have.
We're now into the salad category.
That's fine. I don't
Next
mind
will
that.
probably be Cobb salad.
That's fine too.
Was that invented here? I don't remember.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
From discarded corn cobs.
But how does it taste? Does it taste lettucey?
No, well, it's got that sort of the saltiness of what's in that? There's bacon and ranch dressing, I think.
Not in real Caesar salad.
No. Oh, well, okay. Well, then my only experience is with bar Caesar salad.
It's like a custom dressing and then,
That's
flakes
it,
of
okay.
cheese and...
Yeah, that's
croutons.
okay. Yeah.
Nothing
I thought
much
there was,
more complex than that.
I thought there was bacon in it or some kind of pork.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Can we ask somebody?
I've had a lot of Caesar salads in my day. I've never had
Have
bacon,
you?
really.
Okay.
Unless they were trying to, dress it up somehow. Pun unintended.
That was pretty good. That was great.
Wasn't even...
Make another pun.
I'd rather not.
Could you? Come on.
I can't-
Make another salad
Look,
pun.
I can't... No, I can't do that. You're putting me on the spot, Alex.
Fine, let's just go. Can we go back in time and you can do the same pun again? Just humor me.
Okay, yes, because
All right,
I
let's
can
go
tell
back
you
in
want to
time.
cue a drop. So
We're going back in time. Okay. All right, now do the pun again.
Yes, I've had many Caesar salads, but none of them had bacon, unless they wanted to, dress it up.
It's all fine. It works out. It's fine. Let's keep going. Thanks.
But it sounds to me like you like these chips.
I do. They're delicious. Well, no, we over here we call them crisps. Let's try to be sensitive.
Yes.
And then the other flavor is French mustard, which is even better.
Yeah. Well, that seems like a simple one.
It's like a Dijon kind of situation. They're really good. It's not too heavy.
I believe that is French mustard. Yes.
Yes, it's just I recommend them.
All right.
Because everybody always goes crazy for the Japanese Kit Kat flavors,
Right. Yeah.
which I never get. I don't like the Japanese Kit Kat flavors.
What, all the Japanese Kit Kat flavors?
Matcha is good. Like that's the only
Sure.
good one because matcha itself is kind of a subtle taste and it goes well with chocolate. But
Yeah.
there's like ume, there's plum. It's like what the hell? That's gross.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your sticks.
Yeah, stuff like that kind of seems like it's made to attract tourists.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean I don't know. I mean, Kit Kat. Kit Kat has it has a special meaning in Japan.
Did I? Yeah.
The name sounds like the phrase kitokatsu, which means definitely win or absolutely win, and they're good luck to have or give before a test or a competition or something. So they're like, oh, let's make a billion gazillion flavors that taste like shit because you're going to buy them anyway.
Yes. They all taste like winning.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have had an energy drink.
No, I like it. You're doing fine so far.
Good. All right, let's keep
You're
pressing on.
not screaming at me yet.
What? Okay. All right. I got one more thing to relay to the audience. On my way back into Japan, I had a hotel reservation at Haneda Airport because my flight got in at 10 at night, and there was no way I could get back home that late because it's like the Shinkansen ride itself is 2 hours, and even then, I would get to a station at midnight, but then I have to get another train to my local station.
Do they run late though? The bullet trains?
No, I don't think so. I think they stop with the rest of the trains.
Okay. Yeah.
So
midnight.
and yeah, thereabouts. I mean, some of the trains. I think the latest train I remember taking in subway, like in the city, was midnight. But then it's they're done, or maybe 12:20.
Sure.
And the stations close. I don't know, 1 or so. Or the main ones do. Nagoya Station closes late because it's got a Shinkansen train going through it. Anyway, I had this hotel room reserved at Haneda Airport. My good friend Natsuko actually reserved the room for me because she has a Japan Yahoo account, and she gets a discount or something. So she reserved this room for me. She gave me the reservation info. She printed it out, gave it to me, and I took it with me on vacation. I came back. I went to this hotel. I showed up. The woman said, "Hi, good evening. Do you have a reservation?" I said, "Yes, I do." I showed her the reservation. She types it in, and she's like, "Oh, we don't have this reservation on file."
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first thought is, what? You don't have a room? She says, "Yes, this reservation, it's just not in the system." Mm-hmm. And my response is,
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
and then my second response was, well, all right, do you have any vacancies now? And she says, yes, we do. So I figured, all right, that's fine.
Okay.
I didn't realize that it's not, I don't think it's a capsule hotel, but it's like one step up from capsule hotel.
Sure.
I don't know what to call it. It's not business hotel because at least a business hotel has, a room in the room that you can walk on.
Yes.
This was a bed behind a screen. This was
Like a hospital?
It's like it looked like a storage unit. Like you go into the hotel itself, and it looks like there's a bunch of storage units along the wall. You reach down, you pull up, you open. It looks like a shade, a window shade. You lift the shade up, and you're looking at a bed, and that's it. It's just a bed, and there's a night table along the wall.
When you're here, you're family.
That has no fucking bearing or relation to the story. Will you stop it?
Sure it does.
Maybe it's just the green Monster Energy drink. Anyway, I was sleeping in a fucking closet. Tiny bed, no place to store my luggage. I had to put my bags on my bed. I had to sleep with all my luggage on my bed, which by this stage of the vacation is one gigantic duffel, one small duffel, and my backpack, which was
the
my
aforementioned 70-pound bag, which was
That's right.
30 pounds.
Yeah.
Still big. It's a
Still
long
pretty
thing.
big, still in the way. Fine, I don't mind. That part wasn't so bad, but I was accosted when I went to take a shower the next morning because I wasn't expecting dude butts. Right?
Oh, okay.
I wrote in my notes for this episode one line just says dude butts. Not that I have anything against dude butts, but it's like, and I've been to a Japanese bath before, and that's fine because I'm expecting it. If I'm expecting something, I don't mind. I just hate surprises.
Right.
And I walk into this bathroom. I'm expecting, okay, they're going to have shower stalls or something, and they do. There's two of them. But to go into them, you first have to enter the room. It's a sea of dude butts.
Yes.
Like coming out of the wall, attacking me from the side. I'm not,
Attack him as soon as the door opens.
I think I heard them say that when I was standing outside of the shower.
Yeah.
In Japanese.
Ugh.
Anyway, I made it out alive.
That's too bad. Was the place in general sort of like dingy?
Oh no, it was actually extremely clean.
Okay.
And white.
All right, that's nice.
It seemed very sterile. It was actually a very nice place, aside from the small room. I don't really care about the dude butts. I was just surprised by that. My real complaint is the size of that room, because I was expecting, to be able to take my shoes off, walk around, stretch, and all I got was a bed in a little tiny cubicle.
Sure.
Which is, again, not terrible. And after a long flight, it's fine. Anything I can lay down on is fine.
Sure. Well, sounds to me like it was more like a hostel. With that and the bathroom situation.
No, they were very kind to me. What's going on?
Alex!
Okay.
So, did you get a good night's sleep?
I did.
Place?
Well, no, I
or
don't
did you
think
pass out?
I passed out at midnight, and I woke up at 4:30, and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I just waited until the front desk opened at like 5, and then checked out and left.
Is that when you were supposed to leave, though? I mean,
no, I told them my checkout. Like they ask you the night before, when do you want to check out, sir? And I was figuring like, oh, I'm going to sleep a long time because I'm exhausted. So I'm like, 10 a.m., my good woman. And she says, okay. And
well, I mean, yeah, okay. I suppose you didn't reserve a ticket or anything on the train back.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, no.
See, here's a tip for anyone traveling in Japan. If you need, like, if you're going to ride on the Shinkansen, you probably don't need to reserve a ticket for any time of year aside from Golden Week and Obon, and maybe New Year's. Yeah, definitely New Year's. And Obon occurs in the beginning of August, so I was clear.
Not Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's lump that in with New Year's, winter holidays. But those are the big three ones that I can recall.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that can apply anywhere. Yeah.
This is Puerto Rico.
Now, that big, huge bag was not the only one you had.
No.
You had another smaller, but still kind of heavy one.
That's right, I did.
And a backpack.
That's right, I did.
How did you handle that?
It was pretty good, actually.
All right.
Yeah, the big one had wheels, so there you go. And then the small one, I held in my other hand. Backpack was on my back. That's it.
Yeah, but I would still imagine it would be kind of stressful on your, arms.
It was, but I was never walking.
I've been through that.
Yes, you have. But I was never walking for more than, 10, 15 minutes at a time. I was either on a bus, on a train, or, sitting around, sitting on the platform waiting for the train. It wasn't like I was going across the desert or anything.
Still a lot of minutes each time. I mean...
No, 10, 15 minutes, that's nothing.
When you got heavy shit on your arms and your back...
I'm used to it, though.
I know, but it's not nice.
Before I came to Japan, I was a pack mule.
It's not...
It's not nice?
Well, that's racist.
We'll find Dr. Wowie.
I don't know.
I meant nice as in, pleasant.
You think I'm fucking with you?
I am not fucking with you.
All the time, though.
So I just got home, relaxed. I was worried that I put on some weight over the break. I think I put on like 5 pounds, mostly from eating at the beach. It was, like every day it was steaks, burgers, hot dogs, cinnamon buns, pizza, everything. Just. But the thing about being at the beach is that I was offsetting that every day by, swimming for 6-7 hours a day. So I was eating like an asshole, but I was also doing a lot of exercise, hanging out in the ocean.
Everybody else may be an asshole, but I'm not.
We need to have a talk when we're done with this episode.
Yes, sir.
I want to reassign you.
Get your ass to Moss.
And then I got back to Pittsburgh. And, still eating like an asshole, suddenly not exercising every day. And then I got to your place, continued eating like an asshole, definitely not exercising at all.
No, there's no room.
Yeah. But then I got back to Japan and eating better and sweating a lot, okay? Like living in a sauna.
Sure.
But folks, things have finally turned around for me.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, I went out to lunch with a good friend of the show, Gabe Glick. He does some work for those boys up at 8-4. God bless them. Friends of the show. And we went out to lunch. We had some curry. And I finally bought a universal remote for my air conditioner.
Yeah.
It's great. I can dehumidify. I can cool myself down. I'm no longer sweating like some kind of monster when I talk to you now.
Now, wait. Let me clear up the situation here.
Okay, please.
You had an AC unit.
Yes.
But you couldn't use it without a remote.
Yes.
Is this like a portable unit? Or
no,
it came at the place.
It came at the place. It's mounted on the wall.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, that's too bad.
I know. Whoever was living here before me either threw the remote away or decided to keep it for some reason because there was nothing here when I moved in.
Yeah. Well,
and I should have noted that. I should have noted that on the sheet they give you. It's like, well, make sure that the apartment is in order when you move in. I didn't realize I wasn't looking for a remote. I wasn't looking for stuff that's not here.
Yeah, that's not exactly in order. I mean, that's a little thing.
Yeah, but I'm afraid now that when I move out, they're going to charge me for a new remote, so I might just leave this one here.
Now, can I ask you...
Go.
And I'm trying to be as nice as possible when I say this.
Oh, here we go.
Why didn't you take care of it earlier? Leave me the fuck alone when it started getting warm.
Because I was trying to ride the summer out without doing that because electricity is expensive.
All right, follow-up question.
Go.
Why would you ever do that?
I was about to explain why when you interrupted with your follow-up question. Electricity is expensive, you ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I did buy... Shut the fuck up and let me finish! I did buy an electric fan, and I kept that pointed at my head pretty much 24/7.
Right. Fan death.
Yes. Oh, hey, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Now, that worked reasonably well, except for when I had to record the podcast and when I had to, move out of this room for any reason.
Yeah.
So I finally decided, and mostly because I was in America for a few weeks and I was enjoying, central air conditioning for so long, I thought, you know what, I can't go back to that sweat hole. I'm just gonna I'm gonna shell out the 1,700 yen and buy an honest to goodness air conditioner remote control. So I did.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
Now, are you still worried about the electricity?
Yes, absolutely.
So, have you got it on only when you can't bear it anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
And the thing that I appreciate about this dehumidifying mode is that it keeps my place dehumidified for quite a while. I can turn it, if I turn it on for like half an hour, like I'm good to go for a couple hours when I turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that a lot.
Not bad.
This has been Air Conditioner Reviews. I'm Alex Fraioli.
Wait, no, I have some stuff of my own.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go back in time.
Okay.
Let me start over.
Please don't overuse that.
I don't understand.
Yes, let's go back in time to just after you left my house.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go back in time. Okay, go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, we're back in time. We're at your place.
I'm Ray.
Why don't I have an energy drink and get mad?
I don't know.
So the other night, I'm sleeping. I accidentally left my fan on.
Oh boy.
I have a window fan. And in the middle of the night, I heard it turn off. So I thought, well, that was weird, but I thought maybe that it was just a hallucination since I would never leave the fan on during the night. But then I woke up and it turned out it was dead. It wouldn't actually turn back on. So I grinned and bared it and, whatever. And so I looked on Amazon for a new one, and I bought a new one. At least a day after that, I just on a whim, I go and check the dead motor again. And it works. Excuse me.
Was that it?
My barf sinks here.
Oh, God, I thought you did that on purpose.
No.
Because the timing was so good in the story.
Jesus, yeah. So it turned out the fan wasn't really dead after all. However, it was a 2-fan unit, so it has 2 of them. And one of them was kind of getting warm, started to get warm when it was on, so I thought, well, I already ordered the new one. It was ready to ship. I might as well just go ahead and accept it because this old one's getting kind of warm and I don't want to risk a fire down the road. Should it get any worse. So, okay, that's fine. I get the new fan today. I might have undershot the size of this new fan. I didn't pay attention to the fact that it's 16 inches square, so it basically takes up the entirety of the window.
Pretty good.
So now instead of having 2 small window fans, I have one gigantic one hanging out of the window.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Can you take a picture?
Yeah, it might as well be an air conditioner, though.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny because I got this comically big fan, and while you were here, you kept complaining about how cold it was because I like to have a fan on.
Yes, I did.
Even though, it tends to get a little bit warm in this house because, the heat just kind of stays in here despite the fact that I don't get much direct sunlight. And I like to keep the fan on because it's summer, Alex. So I thought, this comically big fan would kind of make you think I was even more crazy, more fan crazy, you might say.
Yes, I do think you're fan crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess this cements it. Because now I have a gigantic, almost 20-inch fan.
Did you say Mensa?
In my house. No.
Oh.
So that's my heating and cooling news. And I'll have more to report later.
Ooh!
I won't.
Well, then don't tease us.
It was fun. Homeland Week is over for me, and I haven't been doing much except relaxing.
You
now
say that
Alex
as if
is finally out of my house.
Wait a minute.
You
say Homeland Week is over for me as if it's still going on for me. Like I'm just sitting in a room alone.
Okay. Well, that's not what I meant.
Sitting in front of 2 mics.
Thank you for making me sound like a dummy anyway. I'll be there for you. But no, that's not what I meant. Leave me the fuck alone.
Can we take a break?
Let's go ahead and take a break.
Let's spend some time out by the creek.
Maybe we'll be a little bit nicer to each other.
I wouldn't count on it.
Don't raise your voice to me and don't be unkind. I'm just a foolish man who doesn't know his mind. There is a reason I don't love you like I should, and it's you. Yes, it's you. Oh, it's you. Try understanding I'm a simple man at heart. The way you carry on, I think we'll drift apart. I can't afford to live the way you want us to, so it's you. Yes, it's you. Oh, it's you. Why can't I love you? Why can't I love you? 'Cause I'm not the kind of man you are looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return to No More Whoppers. Feeling energized, ready to tackle whatever comes our way. Really, it was just like 4 minutes where we weren't really doing much. Either way, Alex, how are you? Dead. Okay. So,
Oh boy. No,
or
I'm
convicted
good.
or something.
I'm fine. I've calmed down a little bit.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I have. I'm in a great mood.
Would you say you're as calm as...
Oh, nobody can match his level of cool.
All right. Just checking.
The Jelly Man. No, yes. The Jelly Man!
What else do you want to talk about there, buddy?
Yeah, no pig.
You got a friend in me.
Oh, God, no. Why does it always lead back to Randy Newman?
It's because it's... Vocally, it's the only thing I can do.
No! Well, stop it.
You call yourself a salesman, you son of a bitch?
I did stop.
Oh, thank you. I mean, stop doing it in general.
Oh. Well,
okay.
That hurts.
It's fine. It's okay. Sit down.
Now we're in the Hall of Judgment.
We are. I'm judging the fuck out of you. I need you to sit down. I need you to relax.
More poison!
All right, folks. If you remember during Homeland Week, I read a very irate email from one Tad Ghostal.
Yeah.
Raymond, you remember this. You were, I believe, against me reading it on the show. Or you wanted me to include a disclaimer.
Yeah, more like that.
And I'm not going to spend more than 2 minutes on this because I don't think it's that important. But we got a response from Tad Ghostal. Apparently, he hated the show, did not hate it enough to stop listening. Listened up through Homeland Week. Thank you, Tad. And offered a response, which I will not read here. But I don't know. He was very, very insulted that I would do something like that. I wish people would. And Ray, I have blogged about this before. When you encounter something on the internet, please consider the source of what you're seeing and hearing. Because maybe not everything is aimed at you.
Yeah.
Not you, you're Ray.
No.
I mean, the listener.
Everything's made for me.
That's true. Actually, well, no, hang on. You are known mostly for talking about video games, right?
That is true.
So I can sort of understand Tad's misconception when he started listening. But, as you pointed out to me during Homeland Week, after we recorded, he found the show through a 90-second trailer that consists entirely of us playing drops and laughing at each other.
That's right.
So, I don't know. Maybe that should have been a hint.
Yeah.
Tad, are you listening? No, he said he unsubscribed. Okay. But anyway, his whole response was essentially, Alex is mean and rude, and I guess the show isn't for me. And then, the only reason I'm going on this mini tirade is because then he accused me of trolling him? Ray, I'm not up on the new slang. Does trolling mean something different now?
No.
Because what I did was I read an email from a listener who seems to have almost willfully missed the point of the show in an attempt to correct us and get us back on track, which is some of the most pompous shit I can imagine anyone doing to anyone else.
And being kind of a troll.
Thank you. Okay.
So...
it's ridiculous what he did. It's like fucking...
Hilarious.
It's like fucking, dear NFL, I don't like it when I have to watch your games. This is thoroughly disappointing. Please put more Yu-Gi-Oh characters on the field. Are you fucking insane?
Actually, that'd be a good idea.
Is it? Maybe. No, is this like some Ali G shit? Like, tell me right now if that's what he's doing, because I don't mind.
No.
Okay. All right. But really, and I'm not trying to say, hey, don't be critical of anything. I'm saying, like, pause for a second. Just make sure that you're seeing something in the spirit that it's intended. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much else to say.
Signed, the Jelly Man.
You're about right. You may have been a little bit more emotional than I expected.
Yeah, I do like to get emotional sometimes.
Yeah.
Clooney Tunes! There we go. Yes, I am very emotional about Clooney Tunes.
Yeah. I'm sure this won't be the last time something like that will happen. So
I know. And you know what? Actually,
it's good for us to get that out of the way now, though.
It is, but on the plus side, I think this is the first time that someone has been so pointed and specific in their lambasting of the show. And having read something so vitriolic now, I appreciate all of our other listeners all the more.
Yes.
For being super cool with this. I was... again, good friend of the show, Gabe Glick, whom I hung out with yesterday, picked me up at my place yesterday to go out to lunch, and we were talking about this very thing in the car. I told him how amazed I was that people enjoyed the show, and not just in that sort of self-deprecating, here's a shitty show, hope you like it.
Right, like something Ray would say.
Yes, there you go. But actually something like... the humor is so specific and tailored to us and our personalities.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that people really dig the show. And now I'm extra happy that they do after getting hate mail like that.
Of course.
Anyway, thank you again, everybody. We've got an extra long round of Facebook thanks later on.
Yeah.
And donor thanks.
Not to drag this out any longer.
Yeah.
But, I have noticed that, the most negative feedback we've got before that was mostly just people saying, I don't really like the drops, or the drops are kind of annoying. But they didn't necessarily say that they stopped listening.
That's true.
And maybe they did. I don't know. But nevertheless, that was like the most meanest thing someone has said. It's like, I don't like the drops. Okay.
And I like to think that...
Yeah, I understand that.
I like to think that we've gotten more sensible with using the drops themselves. Here I go again! Because if you remember episode 5, it was insanity. I mean, we don't talk about episode 5 here. Those are the dark days.
No, of course not. We never talk about episode 5.
I think we've got it down to a better routine. When and how to use a drop, when it's appropriate, things like that.
Hey, paisanos!
Hang on, I heard someone call me. No? Okay.
No.
Thanks for writing, Ted.
Of course, yes.
We can't wait for your next correspondence.
Yep. All right.
All right. Glad I got that up.
Moving on, I'm not sure what to move on to. We're kind of tapped because Homeland Week is over.
Hey, speak.
No, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tapped because Homeland Week is over, and also we're recording a couple days earlier than usual, or at least one day earlier than usual. So I'm not completely up on everything yet.
I'm sorry, Ray.
I'm sorry, Alex.
Aw.
All right. I'll be there for you.
I'm going to play all my heartwarming drops.
Leave me the fuck alone.
No, wait.
Nevertheless, you're really tapped out, Alex. I can't believe just
whip
how
it out in
tapped out
public.
you really are.
No, I did want to mention that we were I think over Homeland Week, we got into a conversation about Game Grumps and all that.
That's right.
And
in the midst of talking about nerds hating or liking things for the wrong reasons.
Yes. And the focus of that was mostly the hateful response by bad internet. They suck at this game. This is retarded.
I wouldn't even what I brought up wasn't necessarily about hateful, just going off on tangents and taking everything seriously.
Oh, missing the point? Yeah.
Yeah. Or voluntarily deciding to completely skip over everything that the point of the thing was and deciding to fucking philosophize about it.
Yes, okay.
And the people involved.
That fits into my response to our friend Tad, I think.
Yes.
Here
we go again.
Oh, no, I'm done. But no, I was thinking about, not related to that. I don't know why I brought that up because I'm not talking about that now.
Okay.
I did want to talk about, and very briefly, again, the difference between people on YouTube doing something scripted and doing it off the cuff.
Okay.
Because to me, JonTron is some of the funniest scripted stuff on YouTube because I think he has a hilarious comedic timing, and I love his voice. As you know.
Have you seen Annoying Orange?
Well, I gotta go.
Or Fred?
What is that? No, I don't even want to.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't.
But then it's he recommended. I guess some of his friends do a show called Continue. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of those satellite shows.
And that show in particular, those guys, the three guys who do that, I get the exact same vibe from them when they switch from pre-scripted to off-the-cuff. Their off-the-cuff stuff, I don't want to bash it because I think, even though I don't like it, I think it's a good show. Does that make any sense at all?
Sure, yeah. No, I feel the same thing about Game Grumps.
It's the kind of thing that... No, not Game Grumps. I mean, the
No, I
Continue
feel
guys.
the same way about that.
Oh, okay. No, not Game Grumps. Okay.
Play that time travel thing.
I'm stuck in a poo loop.
Nah.
I forgot what my point was. What?
Yeah, well, I don't want to cut you off, but I thought that Continue was mostly off the cuff. I don't remember any.
It is.
Scripted.
Here's the thing. They did for one of JonTron's shows. They contributed. They did a scene that was obviously scripted, and it was one of the funniest bits in the video, and I loved it. And as a result, I went and I checked out their channel,
right? And
I saw, oh man, their off the cuff stuff isn't as funny. And I'm sort of wondering, guys like this, guys like JonTron and the Continue guys, they are so good when it comes to the pre-scripted stuff. And I guess in this case, I'm not talking about JonTron. I'm talking about those guys. Why don't they do more stuff like that? because their show continue, while I recognize maybe it's not for me, I do recognize like they have a genuine talent in the pre-scripted stuff.
Sure.
And I wish that they would do more of that because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I wonder that about us sometimes.
Oh boy, no. See, that was my observation about all this. Is that I feel like I'm worse with pre-scripted stuff, and I feel more comfortable with improv-y stuff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ray is the opposite.
Although this show is sort of an intersection of the two. Because the conversation is mostly off the cuff, but then we go through the whole editing process. But it's not quite the same as pre-scripting something.
We've done scripted stuff.
Yeah.
Like
is this
our promo
conversation...
thing.
Well, hang on. I want to ask the audience, is this conversation as fascinating as I think it is? Okay.
Well, we have talked about this a lot.
I know. All right, fine. Yeah, all right, fine. Let's get back to the shit everybody wants to hear.
On a deal.
Still don't have a Sega CD.
Okay.
You might be a redneck.
Okay, that's the one pre-scripted thing I think would be really funny. When Ray and I were driving to IKEA...
don't spoil it.
Shut up. We had this long conversation. Okay, fine. We
developed an amazing bit, and I don't want to spoil it right here. I don't want to do it on this show.
All right, we're saving it for the live show. Folks, if we ever do a live show...
And when we become super famous.
Okay. I'll know that we're super famous because you're going to start to hate me.
Leave me the fuck alone. Nonetheless, it was related to that drop.
And then I'm going to want to go back in time to when you were nice to me.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
No, it didn't work.
We're lovers.
Okay. Anyway.
12 years ago.
I don't want to go that far. I didn't have my wisdom teeth out yet. I don't want to go through that shit again. That is painful. That's when the nurse called me Mario. Okay, maybe I do want to go back. I take it back. What the fuck? What? You don't remember that?
The Mario Brothers.
I can't recall. I think it was before the procedure. I wasn't even under anesthetic. The nurse called me Mario.
Okay.
I went to the oral surgeon. Nurse called me Mario. And as they're putting me under, I'm like, that's cool. She thinks my name's Mario. And then immediately my second response is, oh shit, what if they think I'm another patient and they extract my tongue or something? Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, thanks.
That may have been the best tangent on this show. I'm not kidding. Oh, Lord.
They find me there with no teeth and no tongue.
Lord almighty.
Anyway.
Did you still want to talk about Continue?
No, I just wanted to get into pre-scripted versus improv and how, I don't know, it's so obvious to someone like me that they do the former so much better. Why don't they just do more of that? But I guess, maybe there's more of a calling on YouTube for their improv stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because again, I think they're all funny and talented and
yeah.
Anyway, I'm repeating myself.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'm
repeating myself.
I'm repeating myself.
Ray.
Alex, Ray.
I'm repeating my...
Lisa needs braces. Lisa needs braces.
Good for you.
Oh my God, you did a manual drop. Let's do that for the rest of the show. I'm going to whip it out in public.
Have you met Emmanuel Drop? He's a good guy.
He's part of our the Nomo Wo Latino base.
Yeah.
We love him.
Okay, sort of back on topic.
Did you say sort of back on topic?
Sort of.
Because I would play that.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right, let's go. Sort of Vermilion.
Energy drink, Alex. Like I've said before, and really just a second ago, I'm not that great with the improv stuff. I prefer to do more scripted stuff in life in general.
Yeah,
because that's just the extent of my social anxiety. I get to the point where I sort of script possibilities out in my head before.
I know, but you can't do that.
Well, sometimes it works.
Actually,
sometimes it doesn't.
I'm glad you brought this up. I didn't plan on bringing this up on the show, but it's something I was researching yesterday. The phenomenon of hypervillage is where I'm going to move to. Hypervigilance. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, it's a town and sort of topic.
Oh my God.
Sort of.
Just another day at the office for Peter Moore.
It's something that affects two interesting groups of people. One, anybody with post-traumatic stress disorder, and two, anybody with any kind of social anxiety.
And three, the Moors.
And moops. It's basically you completely overanalyzing everything in every situation and being paralyzed with fear and being unable to act because you can't stop thinking about possible situations and things that might happen and what did he mean by that and why is this guy looking at me? Why did he move his shoe like that? Just it's basically everything I do at work that makes me uncomfortable. And everything you seem to do in your day-to-day life that makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I usually figure out what to do.
Yeah, okay, well, good.
Good
for you.
I'm just saying.
We'll make that as a donation bonus.
See, I think that was me overanalyzing right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, there you go.
I apologize.
Well, no, it tends to strike when you're in an unfamiliar situation.
Yes.
Or any situation that makes you nervous. Like, basically, me sitting at my desk, I am, no joke, I'm in the crossfire of 4 people. There are 4 people, north, south, east, and west of me who are looking at me from their desks or can see me from their desks. It's like I feel like I'm completely surrounded.
Yeah.
And I want to, crawl inside my desk and, teach from there. I think that would be fun.
It's like being judged by druids.
I know, it's high stress.
I want to change my name.
Did you have more on that subject?
No, but I'd like any of our listeners who are familiar with that or, who may experience that kind of thing to please write in and let me know what the hell is going on and how I can turn off something like hypervigilance.
I'm going to say drugs.
I actually tried it. I actually turned off... No. I actually Googled how to turn off hypervigilance.
Yes.
And there was one guide that I half took seriously because it had some good advice like, realize that paying constant attention to everything is not going to, make life easier or safer in any way. Realize that you're actually handicapping yourself. But then it was a lot of new age bullshit, which I sort of discarded, so I don't know if I can take that seriously.
Yeah. Like what? Hug a tree?
Hug a tree.
Right.
You're one of God's children.
Mm-hmm.
Batman has a plan for you. No, that's the one.
Batman?
Yes. Oh, God, that's the one I hope is true. And damn it, that's too long for an episode title.
Wait a minute, Alex. Were you on a Dark Knight fan forum?
Shut up! Youngboards.com.
It has a sub-forum for hypervigilance. And amateur superheroes. No, not that kind of vigilance.
Oh, yeah. In ever vigilant.
I said vigilantes.
Hypervigilantism.
Right.
I'd go after the Joker, but everybody in the store is staring at me. This is killing me here. Oh, jeez. Why did he say that?
Now, see, this is why you're better at the improv stuff.
I'm too scared to buy a train ticket. Music just goes on as he stands there.
This is why I'm so glad to have you around.
No, I'm in Japan now.
Yeah, on the show.
Oh! I feel like
you are wittier than me. You are much more quick-witted than I am.
I think it's the energy drink.
No, in general, Alex.
I don't know.
I swear to God. You're the one carrying the show.
You're saying that to play a drop, and I'm waiting for it.
No, I'm not.
You sure?
I'm serious.
Can I play a drop?
Yes, go ahead. Here comes the dip.
Well, thank you.
No, I feel like a dip a lot of the times on this show.
Oh, that's mean. Why are you mean? Oh, my God. Be nice.
The Mario Brothers.
Thank you. That's much nicer.
Wrong key.
Oh, crap.
I meant this one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take another quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to thank some people, and then we're going to hang it up.
Well, I think we have some unresolved issues here. But
what do you mean?
If you want to take a break, that's okay.
What do you mean unresolved issues?
I'm kidding, really. I was just talking about the things we were talking about, that's all.
Oh.
We can come back to this at a later date.
Good, we will.
We'll make that as a donation bonus. Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, Therapy Cast, let's do it.
It would be a good idea.
Subscribe for $80 a month.
Okay. I like that. Well, no, let's be fair. $79.99.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with People Magazine. Folks, welcome back to No More Whoppers. I'm Alex. My friend is Ray, and
Shit just got real.
because we have Overnerds.
Yeah.
Are you ready for
Let's
this?
rock and roll.
All right, Spartacus again. Now, I am very pleasantly surprised at how the show is picking up steam. We actually have more Overnerds than we need this week, so we're going to save some for next week. I'm just going to read 2 this week in the order that we received them.
Sounds peachy.
Also, I apologize that we don't have an official Overnerds theme song. I was trying to make one. I was trying to make one this morning. I thought of a tune and like half of the lyrics for like a 4-second thing, but I couldn't find a rhyme for it. So I may just do it next week.
Well, do you want to ask the audience?
That's a good idea. Hey, audience!
If you have a good little jingle for Overnerds that matches, the tone of the show in terms of like also the theme song and stuff like that, send it to us. We'll check it out.
Yeah, record it. However you want.
Preferably if you record it. Yeah, that'd be the good thing. If you go ahead and record it. Yeah.
Wrap it up in a bow. Spank it on the bum. Send it to No More Whoppers
Wait a minute.
at gmail.com. What's up?
I don't know what you're talking about now. It's not a Valentine's Day present.
I'm sorry, Ray.
It's not a romantic night.
Get your ass to Moss.
All right. Here we go.
Dress it in a bow.
The first of this week's 2 Overnerds comes from Matthew Braben.
Braben.
All right, there we go. Braben! He says, Dear Ray and Alex, Alex's story about his ode to Suikoden 2 in his creative writing class reminded me of this embarrassing story from my own high school days. This was my sophomore year in 2001. The class was divided into 2 segments, 1 per semester. The first half was a standard creative writing class, and the second half was called Writing for Publication. It's essentially the same class, same teacher, same students, and the only difference is that twice a month we were required to submit something to some sort of publication. It could be a poem, short story, essay, a letter to the editor of a newspaper, anything, as long as we were trying to get something we wrote in print somewhere. This wasn't really possible to verify, so we just had to turn in whatever we tried to get published, along with a brief essay describing our experience of going through the submission process, along with any feedback, if any, we received. I, a burgeoning internet nerd, asked the teacher if publishing something online would count for the class. The teacher told me that yes, this is acceptable, so the next time we were required to turn in our essays, I printed out a copy of the webcomic I'd been putting on my awful GeoCities page for several weeks. This was in 2001, when there weren't a ton of quality webcomics out there, so my main inspirations were the sprite comic 8-Bit Theater and the comic Triangle and Robert, about a triangle and a rhombus named Robert, and their many adventures. I did the whole thing in MS Paint, and everything in the comic was either a stick figure or a really crude Atari-style pixel man. It featured many cameos from other webcomic characters, whom I copied and pasted from other comics into mine. I put myself into the comic as a narrator who only interacts with the characters through speech bubbles, and at least 75% of the quote-unquote humor was self-referential. Mm-hmm. Luckily, the teacher seemed to accept this as a genuine show of creative effort, and didn't have any problems with my essay, which enthusiastically described the amazing webcomic community and my attempts to contribute to it. Needless to say, I got bored of the comic and gave up on it shortly thereafter. Yeah. And since I know you're dying to see it, here it is, the very comic I submitted to that class. I saved all of them for some god-awful reason. And then he links to the comic. Folks, this will definitely, absolutely be posted with this episode. It's amazing. And Matthew has a lot of chutzpah to be submitting this. Thanks for the awesome podcast. You guys are awesome. I look forward to every episode. And as always, I'm Alex. Matthew Braben. Thank you, Matthew.
I'm Alex.
No, he's Alex.
Right.
I love that. It's great.
Yeah. Gosh.
I feel like there's a lot of childhood stories that center on the nerd. And I've done it, as I've mentioned several times, trying to legitimize their hobbies to a teacher.
Yeah.
Or, showing them, look how deep video games could be.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess Matthew was trying to do that with webcomics, which is, I would say almost more legitimate than video games because, I don't know, there's a writing and drawing aspect, and I guess there's some sort of commentary you have to be making, whereas video games were sort of a harder sell, at least in my experience.
Right, yeah. People understand comics. So
yeah.
It's easier to give it leeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, though. It's a great comic. You guys have to see it.
Lots of overlap with things I've done.
Yeah.
In this story.
What do you mean?
Oh, gosh, where do I begin?
At the beginning.
Let's see.
Wait, hold up. Let me help you get there. Back to the beginning. Hang on a sec.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. There. That clears everything. No, let's see. I used to make a comic series that I drew.
Really?
In high school years. I also wrote basically a Super Mario Brothers fan fiction as a creative writing paper. This isn't as bad, but I also wrote later a paper about the relationship between Miyamoto and Will Wright.
Oh my god!
Creator of SimCity.
Oh my god!
That really wasn't as bad. I mean, that wasn't me trying to legitimize anything, but yeah, I know. It got a good score. I mean, grade. So there you go.
Got a good score.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a gamer.
How did the teacher rate you fun factor?
I can say, though, that I never made any comics where I took other characters and put them in there. So, and I never liked 8-bit theater. So
see, I loved 8-bit theater when I discovered it, also in 2001, because at the time I loved the original Final Fantasy, of course, and at the time I was sort of I was part of that sort of nerd humor where, if you take a word and add of death to it, and suddenly it's the funniest fucking thing anyone's ever said, right? Or take the expression "I like swords," and suddenly it's hilarious, right?
I retroactively hate you.
I'm sorry. Don't.
There are characters on Nintendo.
Yes, they are characters on Nintendo. Let's keep them there. Let's keep them there.
Yes. Yes, please. Sweet
now,
Jesus.
In 2002...
what was the other one with Mega Man? Bob and something? With the Mega Man sprites?
I don't
Shit. Anyway.
In 2002, I believe I was over that. And I actually, for, I don't know, a month, participated in making a comic with ex-GIA Drew Cosner. Do you remember this at all?
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't remember your involvement.
We made about a dozen comics all told. I think we each made 6. It was called Balls to the Stall.
I vaguely remember this.
Okay, it was very much inspired by another sprite comic called Chicanery. Do you remember that? Is that still around?
Maybe.
Okay, it was an Earthbound. They used Earthbound sprites.
Okay.
It was sort of that kind of irreverent, sort of nonsensical humor coupled with Earthbound sprites. Yeah. Which I thought was hilarious at the time. So we made a comic called Balls to the Stall, which was sort of inspired by that.
It wasn't even for school. You really applied yourself.
We did, thank you. But it was... We were each sort of making different kinds of comics, I think. Like, he would make a more traditional comic with 2 panels of lead-up and then a punchline in the third panel.
Yes.
And then I would do, 2 panels of lead-up and then complete non-sequitur in the third panel.
Yeah. Sounds like this fucking show.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, we're both sort of doing completely different things. Anyway. Oh, God. Yeah, that's my counteroffer to that story.
No, that's good. Yeah, okay. I think we both had something to give there.
Good. I like it when you help out.
Yeah.
Dude,
I try.
Hang on. Someone's at my door. I think it's my package. Hang on. Oh, my God. My package is here.
Hooray.
This is awesome. Yeah, folks, I mailed out the package I mailed with Ray last week. Jesus. It's already here. And I'm glad. $136 for the bar.
Yeah, last Saturday.
That's right.
Hasn't even been a week.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's all thanks to priority mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
The miracle acrylic bubble makes it possible.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, where were we? Overnerds. We got one more here.
Yes.
Folks, this one comes to us from, you ready for this? Stephen King!
That's right, yes.
I thought he was dead. That's Michael Crichton.
I'm sure he doesn't get that at all.
Yeah, I do feel bad for him. I mean, he's been going through that his whole life, I bet. When did the author rise to prominence? 80s? Or has he been around?
No.
70s?
Yeah.
Okay. Before my time, I'm sorry. Hang on. Having some audio problems. There we go. My headphones kind of suck. All right, anyway. This one comes from Stephen King. Here it is. Hi, Ray and Alex. One day, I knew this story would serve some use to someone, and thanks to your Overnerd program, this story will finally be told. I love the idea that it's a program.
For young children.
Yeah. Keeping nerds off the street. When I was in first year at university, I started to take notice of a cute girl that lived in the same halls of residence as I did. I decided that it would be in my best interest to get to know her, so at the next party that my flat was having, I made sure that she was invited. As time went on, we got to know each other a little better, met up in clubs, had a few drinks with friends, but the relationship I was hoping for wasn't showing any signs of materializing. After a few weeks of formalities and getting to know each other, she texted me out of the blue, asking me to come over and watch a movie. I could not contain my excitement at this, so I promptly responded to her asking, "What should we watch?" She decided that I should choose, which, as it turned out, for me, was not such a good thing. I took this opportunity to let her know how much of a fan of Transformers I was. Please, ladies, give me some breathing room. And that I think we should watch the original 1986 Transformers the movie. After hitting send on that message, a sense of dread overtook me, and I began to realize what I had just done.
Yeah.
I had not only outlined the plot in great detail, I had gone into a bit of a rant, via text I might add, about how wonderful and underrated the show and movie were, and that it would be great if someone would make a live-action movie about it. Sadly, it turned out that Michael Bay would ruin one part of this for me, and on top of that, she probably never going to want to talk to me again. She was probably. Never. Okay, words. In an unexpected turn of events, she texts me back and tells me that this sounds great. I gleefully pick up not only my DVD version of the movie, but the original VHS, just in case we get a chance to watch in its original format. My flatmates watched me gleefully exit the building, ready to meet up with a girl I could only assume was as big a fan of the Transformers as I was. However, on the way over to her place, I received another text message. It was a text explaining that she had not been the one that was texting me and that her flatmates had stolen her phone, so they had been messaging me, not her. And so my night ended not with a bang, but with a loudly yelled expletive. They were all having a really long, hard laugh at my expense, and she was joining them. I am not sure what was worse, the fact that I nerded all over the phone and ended up being the subject of ridicule, the fact that I never spoke to her again, or trying to explain what had gone wrong to my flatmates as I sulked back towards my room, Transformers VHS and DVD in tow. Hope you enjoy the story, guys. I particularly look forward to hearing one of equal magnitude from Alex. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Stephen King.
Well,
my God.
That's certainly our saddest overnerd.
That's
thus
a nightmare,
far.
yeah.
Oh my God!
That's a nightmare, just getting jerked around.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I don't know how I can top that. Okay, I don't know that I have a single story to top that, but I can deliver two stories that may add up to that value.
All right.
I'm going to
double
try
pack.
Because they involve, because I don't have something exactly like that, but I do have a story involving a girl in college and a story involving an embarrassing movie, which is actually not mine. It's my friend Dad's, but I don't think he would mind hearing it on the show. I hope.
Well,
the first one, basically, and Ray, I think I told you this, like my first year in college, there was this very cute girl in my history class who, I don't know, I don't recall if she needed help with something, because I'm not, I find history interesting, but I didn't exactly excel at it in my days in school.
All right.
Anyway, somehow, she came over to my dorm with her history stuff. I think we were preparing for something. It wasn't a test. It was some kind of presentation, I think. She gets very tired and is asking, "Do you mind if I stay here tonight?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And so she did, and we ended up sleeping in my bed. And I want to point out that as my first time actually sleeping with a woman, what happened is I literally slept with her. We laid down on the bed, and I closed my eyes, and I went unconscious, and I woke up in 6 to 8 hours and went to class. There you go.
Yep. That's my favorite.
It's a great example of just, oh God, what do I do? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Well, okay, I didn't know you had that going through your head.
No?
Because when you told it to me before, you just did, the beginning and end part, basically, and I didn't really know. I was assuming that maybe you just did it, absentmindedly, like you weren't really panicked.
Absentmindedly.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out the right words.
Like I just.
All right. Well, go ahead and laugh. Yeah.
I just forget that there's this girl sleeping in my bed next to me.
Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. No. I'm sorry for not finding the right word.
No, it's fine.
I'm going to send in my own Overnerd soon.
Please do. All right.
So I had this problem with malapropisms, and then I tried to say it, tried to find the right word in front of my friend Alex, and then I said, and so on.
You having trouble speaking?
And he
More
just laughed
teens
at me.
are having fuck.
I just laughed at you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There I go again. All right. The one
my
from
point
Brett
was, yes, that's on my short list of favorite Alex stories.
Sorry, Jesus. That's in my about the author, the tiny draft of the book I was writing. That's part of the about the author chapter. I have a feeling a lot of my overnerds are going to come from that.
Might also go on your headstone.
I hate you. The other one I want to provide, again, not from me, but from my friend. This is a very brief story. He was over at a woman's house. She invited him to watch a movie. She said, "What movie do you want to watch?" He said, "I don't know. Anything's good." And she said, "Why don't you pick one?" And he says, "Oh, okay." And he's, maybe kind of nervous, points at the first movie on the shelf, which is All Dogs Go to Heaven, picks it off the shelf, says, "Oh, how about this one?" And she goes, "Really?" And he says, "Yep." So they watched All Dogs Go to Heaven, which I love. I do love that story because I think a lot of people have been in that situation where you're nervous and you make a choice and you're so nervous that you can't back out of the choice.
Right.
And maybe you want to, but it doesn't occur to you at the time because you're I don't know. I would be nervous in that situation.
Yeah, could have been worse. Could have been a porno.
I don't know if she would just keep that on the shelf, man.
Well, I don't know where this was. If it was the parents' house or something.
Oh no, this was recently.
Okay.
Maybe I should cut that out. Anyway, I apologize.
Don't apologize to me, man. Apologize to.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I was listening right now, like
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
Huh. What is the first movie on your shelf, Alex?
Oh, well, I can't see right now, but they're alphabetized, so I'm just going to guess Amadeus.
Mine's Blade Runner. So.
Oh, yeah, I got Blade Runner.
Pretty good, yeah. So.
It's good stuff.
I'm in good hands.
With Allstate.
If I ever have a nervous girl coming over.
Oh, yeah, just have a special bookshelf, movie shelf that's just all 1,000 copies of the same movie.
Right.
Like Inspector Gadget's closet is just Inspector Gadget clothes.
Oh, God, I thought you were going to say Inspector Gadget the movie.
Oh, God. Why would they show Dr. Claw's face?
It's just Inspector Gadget 1 and 2 in a repeating pattern. Tons of copies on the shelves. One's Matthew Broderick, one's French Stewart. Sorry. So that's Overnerds.
Can I request a new co-host?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we got Overnerds. Thank you, everyone. Those were they. We also have, check it out, donors. A donor. One donor, actually.
I do check it out every week.
Thank you. You know what, Ray? I really liked the system that we had going last week.
I knew it.
Can I count on you to do that for me from now on? Because it works so great. Because in the past, when I did the donor thanks, I would have to keep my eyes on my computer clock ticking down seconds while I read from a text document, while I, had the music and the drop ready. So if you could please...
Excuses.
I'm Alex. That's my excuse for everything. So if you could do that.
Alrighty.
We got a donation from the very generous Daniel Worthington.
Daniel. All right.
Yes.
And go.
All right, Daniel Worthington. Folks, he's got Worth right in his name. He's a generous young man from Australia. He seems to have an interest in the Game Boy, which I can certainly get behind. Ray, you're a big fan of the Game Boy, too. Daniel, as far as I can tell, wears glasses. Okay.
Yes.
Daniel, we appreciate the money that you've put into the No Mo Wo coffers. The No Mo Wo Co, I like to call it.
We established two key facts about him.
So what's that?
Glasses and Game Boy.
And he's from Australia.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I'd like to go to Australia. Except I've heard that their wildlife is exceptionally large and aggressive, so I don't know now.
Yeah. Yep.
I've heard, like, scorpions like volleyballs. Anyway.
In the Big South.
Yes. Thank you very much, Daniel. We do appreciate it. And thank you for listening. And guess what? We also have Facebook likes.
Facebook. I want to thank you for bringing to me the world community. Yeah. Every day.
Yay. You all ready for this?
All right. I got my Facebook likes music queued up. I'm ready to go. All right, folks. Here we go. First up, Nate the Great Andrews. Matthew Brabbed by the Ghoulies. Dark Magician Vince Mordini. Rogue Pedestrian Matthew J. Walker. Jacques the Rock Costas. Celebrated Meat Marinator Brian Robinson. I think it's probably Bryn, but... I refuse to make a diabetes joke about Justin Brimley. Gross Bumblebee Benjamin Yuckwing Kwan. Late guitarist Jay Garcia. Latino assassin Alex Keeling. Mike Gildia as charged. Spiced wine hobbyist Martin Muller. Price is so low, we must be in Zane Gregory. Julian Titus AE. Nexus 6 Ryan Batty. Amateur ichthyologist Daniel Gilman. No need to be Brian Rude about it. Charles Shelton, or Chuck Shell. Will Pham, or Will Pham. A delightful shade of Luke Brown. Paul Auxiliary Verb Conjunction Canif. And throw off your culottes. It's time for the storming of Nick Basile.
Another fantastic roundup.
Thank you.
Of Facebook.
I do what I can. I do what I can because these people have shown their support by liking the page and listening to this show, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm Alex.
I thank you as well.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's so nice. Oh, my God. That is like the nice...
I would not want to be with you physically.
Moving on.
Yes.
All right, folks. I think we've come to the end of another fantastic edition of No Mo Woe.
Really fantastic? Whoa, let's slow down there, big boy. Let's rein it in there.
Why are you being mean to me?
Tex, let's cool those jets. Am I right?
Get out.
You're being mean to me again.
Touché.
Yo, Godot, I'm waiting here.
Fitting payback. What can I say?
Well,
right.
I had fun during this episode.
I had a little bit of fun, yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. Maybe we should just talk about other YouTube shows all the time.
Yeah.
That seems to be what gets us going the most. So let's talk about nerds and nerd comedy every single week here on No More Whoppers.
Okay. I'm interested in that topic because, I think nerd comedy should be comedy first and nerdy second, and everybody on YouTube apparently does it the other way around, which sucks!
Yes.
I don't know. Isn't that the rule of comedy?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I just thought about this. Oh,
What's that?
Shit. Well, I'll have to talk about it next week.
We'll save it for next week.
Yeah. Some extra riff track stuff I was thinking of.
Save it. You're a professional. Yep. I thought you were a professional.
I am totally professional.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Look at this face. Can you not see the professionalism in this face?
We're on audio only. I can't.
Alex, look into my camera.
Oh, my God.
Can you see this?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Everything tastes like pee to me.
You like saying, oh, my God, now, don't you?
I do. But yeah, speaking of H. John Benjamin, thank you for buying me Bob's Burgers for my birthday.
That's right. That was your birthday gift.
I already watched the first half of season 1 when I got back. I'm going to watch the second half today. It's awesome.
Good. I'm glad you like it. Third season this fall.
I know. And it's got everything that I like. It's got H. John Benjamin. It's got Paul F. Tompkins. It's got Andy Kindler.
And other comedian guest voices.
Yes, of course. Listen to this. It's got Ray Barnholt.
I'm Ray.
Gary Oldman.
This is bullshit.
A creek. Okay. Why was that so funny?
Because you're funny.
Oh, jeez.
Creek's Burgers. Yes, folks, thank you for listening.
Yes.
If you listened to Homeland Week, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope people enjoyed listening.
We're back to the routine now. So who knows what will take us into the future.
If anything.
If anything. Of course, you can catch us on Tumblr, nomorewalkers.tumblr.com. Subscribe to us to the regular RSS in iTunes.
Oh, and if you didn't hear us on that episode of Games Damn It, you should listen to that because...
That's right, number 22.
I sound super nervous because I'm uncomfortable being on someone else's podcast. Not Jose's fault. Not Jose's fault. Jose is an amazing host. I felt very comfortable around him, and Bob is a gentleman. I get nervous on other people's. I'm sorry, I get nervous.
Alex.
I messed up a fact. I said something wrong about Dragon Quest.
Oh my god.
And that's inexcusable.
Alex.
I'm resigning. I'm hereby resigning.
Okay.
From Wayland Yutani. I don't know. I got nothing.
You were fine.
Let's end this shit.
Kickstarter!
All right, Dueling Alexes. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right. What else? Facebook.
Yeah.
.com/No More Whoppers.
Yes.
Send us your likes. I mean,
Please.
give us your likes. And
give us your likes and Overnerds.
Overnerds can go mostly to, what is it called? No More Whoppers at gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Or Facebook works too.
We've only got one Overnerd prepared for next week. Folks, we need more.
That's right. Well, we got plenty over Homeland Week. I mean, people were sending them in as we were talking about it. So
yes, that was great.
That was cool.
That was awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So thank you for that, Alex.
And Alex.
Yeah. What else? Golly gee.
I think
Twitter.
that doesn't. Oh yeah, Twitter.com/Patui.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Don't.
Okay.
It might as well be.
Hey.
It might as well be. Patui.
Oh come on.
Am I right,
folks?
Oh,
stop it.
Am I right?
I'll be there for you.
All right. That about does it for this week. Hopefully next week I'll be awake. And Alex, thank you for being you.
Wait a minute. Were you asleep this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh man. Hang on. Let me get back there. I'm gonna wake you up. Let's back it up an hour and a half. How does that sound? Ray, wake up. Wake up. Goddamn. Wake up!
Steve!
Oh no. I can't believe this has happened. How can I be so irresponsible?
I'm sorry, Ray.
Ray! I live in Japan!
Right. Well, thank you once again. And everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next week. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We start a tire fire outside Green Party headquarters.
Or in a group like what?